13th Abuja International Housing Show has come and gone, and it was definitely a successful one. The question now will be, what are the messages from the stakeholders at the 13th AIHS to the Nigerian and African governments? What can be done by the governments moving forward? On the program today, we'll bring to you deliberations from stakeholders at the event. I will also show you one of the panel discussions from the venue. My name is Nomso Thelma. Welcome to House and Development. We'll bring you details of the news. I'll be right back. Federal Government Housing Intervention Program, Family Homes Funds, has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Construction Skills Training and Empowerment Project Limited, CSTEMP, an organization with a vision to build a pool of database of certified artisans with the requisite skills to meet industry needs that translate to better quality of work and life for all stakeholders. As part of its ambitious commitment, Family Homes Funds Limited is seeking to work with developers to create vocational jobs and empowerment programs and products for low to medium income earners currently in or potentially interested in building a career in the construction trades. Family Homes Funds Limited recognizes the need to incorporate training, assessment and certification as a condition for beneficiaries to access its programs and to ensure that only skilled labor are utilized on its projects. It is on this basis that it is now partnering with CSTEMP to provide affordable and quality homes while creating jobs for highly qualified persons. The Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company and the Center for Affordable Housing Finance in Africa have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to improve the current data platforms to enable effective data-driven policy and decision-making in support of affordable housing markets in Nigeria. The MOU, which was signed during the 2019 Abuja International Housing Show, was aimed at deepening and increasing the knowledge and understanding of the housing finance markets in Africa, especially Nigeria. The strategic intent of the partnership between NMRC and CAF was also to increase access to housing finance for low and middle income earners in the country. The managing director of NMRC, Kehinde Ogundimu, noted that NMRC focus on market intelligence has helped the organization in developing a mortgage market information portal. The CEO of Royal Ceramics Limited, Bhaskar Rao, has won CEO of Building Materials Company of the Year at the just concluded 2019 Nigeria Housing Awards in Abuja on the 26th of July 2019. The prestigious award is in recognition of the contributions of Royal to the Nigerian housing and construction market through innovations, local content advancement, quality delivery, and trust. Royal, a product of West African Ceramics Limited, which is a leading manufacturer of ceramic, vitrified and roofing tiles in Nigeria, has been serving the needs of building material industry in West Africa since 1995. Welcome back. That was the news update. For more, you can visit our website at www.housingnews.org.ng. Now, on to one of the panel sessions at the day one of the CEO Forum, which had discussions on alternative investment options for housing growth and development. Discussants at the panel included Kesia Ross, Kehinde Ogundimu, Niyi Akunlusi, amongst others, with Hakeem Oguniro as the moderator. Take a listen.
Thank you very much. On the panel, we have individuals. If you look at the assemblage of the people that we have here, there are people who bring different capabilities and skill sets to this discussion. And I imagine that each of us will be looking at it from their own perspectives. I'm going to start with Kesia. Flowing from all that we've had today, and particularly discussions in the last session, what will you like to share with the audience as regards the role of what your center is playing in helping the growth of affordable housing through your initiatives? Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you to Festus and to the Abuja Housing Show for the invitation. It's really lovely to be here in Nigeria with everybody. So as we think about this question of housing finance and how to mobilize it, the way that the center, that CAF looks at it, is really along the value chain. So the housing delivery value chain, which would start with accessing to land and title, and then infrastructure, construction, sales and transfer, then socioeconomic investment, and so on. So the whole chain of where you go from a raw piece of land all the way through to a property that then over time is traded and improved upon and becomes part of a market. And if we look at each part of that chain, what are the different finance moments that need to be funded in what way? And then if you think above that vertically, there are a range of products that would address those different links in the chain. So you would have construction finance, for example, that would assist with purchasing, accessing the land, and then putting in the infrastructure. You would hope that there's municipal finance. And then you would develop the project, and then the developer would be rescued with takeout finance, because then there would be mortgage finance that a buyer could come and buy the product from the developer, and so on. So all of those products. And then those products themselves need to be funded as well. And they are funded by investors. What we do as an organization is we try to collect as much data as we can from as many varied sources as possible, and I'll speak a bit about that tomorrow, I think, and present that as a way that identifies what are the market opportunities for investors, whether those are capital investors or lenders or developers themselves. How do we champion investment into affordable housing by putting enough information into the marketplace so that the players can then make good decisions and target where they'll put their capital?
With the establishment of the Nigeria Mortgage Refinance Company, we have solved that issue of availability. So we now have long-term funds, almost to any amount, and for a minimum of 15, 20 years. We've been able to solve that. But if you listen carefully to what my fellow panelists have said, the main challenge remains affordability. And for us, that affordability is tied to the cost of the fund, which is priced off of inflation. The cost of fund is something that is still in the double digits because inflation is in double digits. And it's the biggest challenge that we have in the industry, in that it affects the cost of construction itself. So the houses are more expensive than they should be. And it also affects the cost of mortgages that we now give out onto these people. Be that as it may, we know we have that challenge. So we're saying, okay, will this problem be solved in the next 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, or 5 years? We don't know. But what can we do now at least to alleviate or ameliorate that problem? So in partnership with the Central Bank of Nigeria, we have just recently developed a form of intervention which is called the Mortgage Interest Drawback Scheme or Fund. And that funding, the details I will leave to later, but that funding will target a specific set of people, first-time home buyers and all that, and a specific price range, wherein that fund will provide up to 40% rebate on the interest rate. In any environment, for the mortgage to thrive, for mortgages to thrive, or for the industry to thrive, interest rate must be reasonable because, as I said, it affects both the cost of the housing and then also the cost of the mortgages. So 2 interventions that are coming on stream fast and furious. Hopefully they will help just to kickstart the process, and with time we'll think of other solutions while we're waiting for the macroeconomic conditions to improve for the country, and then we have a single-digit interest rates.
What have you done as an organization? We realize that for you to even encourage, motivate mortgage banks to provide mortgages, and it's good to be data-led. I'll quickly provide some data we all have. I'm sure I'll share that. Nigerian population, 200 million people, and still counting. Apart from that, you find that most Nigerians, 75% of Nigerians are employed in the informal sector or self-employed, which means a lot of people are left behind by the mortgage banks and mortgage lenders. And why? Because we could not underwrite their risk. And what we did as an institution, as an organization, working with other stakeholders, like NMRC, Federal Mortgage Bank, and Central Bank, is to be able to segment the market so that we can cover everybody. Once everybody is covered in terms of segmentation and in terms of underwriting, it's a lot easier to push money towards them. And what did you do in the last 2-3 years? You've been able to have underwriting standards for the formal sector. We now have underwriting standards for the informal sector and self-employed, which I said accounts for 75% of Nigerians. We came up with underwriting standards for diaspora mortgages. With this, we've been able to take over the whole market in terms of concentration. Now we can underwrite risk. But the important thing is, having done that, where is the money? Show me the money. And that's why what Kehinde talked about earlier makes sense. There is money now available from the capital market. What is sustainable is funding from the capital market. And they're issuing bonds. But is it affordable? And that's where the interest rate issue comes in. I would prefer and I hope after this session or this program, all the institutions I mentioned earlier, AFDP, African Development Bank, World Bank, Shelter Afrique, can work with us. Because if you do all the supply, and I'm happy, I'm quite excited with what EcoStone is doing. But I know that as you're working with the supply, you must have the demand in hand. Otherwise, you have the supply and there is no demand. That's true. Also, I'm also excited with what HighBuild is doing. The important thing is to avoid diversion. Diversion either through housing supply or diversion towards during housing demand. For instance, for the mortgage banks, if you know that if I give you money for construction finance, there can be no leakage, I'll be excited to give you more money. But a lot needs to be done in terms of access to funding. Thank you.
One of the most prominent features of your house is your roof. Your roof will tell how old your building is. At Plus World, we pride ourselves in having the expertise and products to bring your roof back to life. While other roofing companies suggest removing the roof, we restore the roof with warranty assurance. Let Plus World Roofing recoat your old and fading roofs and make your roofs brand new. Our products are eco-friendly and completely harmless to human and the environment. We offer services that will sustain your roof's integrity and by extension, your property value. This includes roof repairs and maintenance for residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Our roof restoration solution saves you up to 70% the cost of replacing your roof. Contact Plus World Roofing today. Plus World Roofing. Why re-roof when you can restore?
My name is Andrew Chimponda, the Group Chief Executive and Managing Director of Shelter Afrique. I strongly endorse the housing program and housing show, and I think you should keep watching it. Thank you.
Was a progressive discussion on alternative investment options for housing growth and development. There are many resolutions, but because of time, let me bring to you what the stakeholders are saying to the federal government, the National Assembly, and state governments. Here are top 10 recommendations from the 13th Abuja International Housing Show 2019 as a way to push forward what we want the government to do. Upon the completion of the 13th Abuja International Housing Show, which held from 23rd to 26th July 2019, participants, speakers, developers and heads of all housing bodies at the event agreed on a number of sustainable and important interventions that will bridge the housing gap in Nigeria. Here are a selected 10 out of these resolutions that the government needs to prioritize as soon as possible. Creating enabling policies around land title documentations, with governments playing a larger role in assisting investors and supporting local building industries and materials. The adoption of high-impact training that supports research and data generation by major stakeholders within the industry. Building the right skill ecosystem through job-driven training programs spearheaded by private sector industry participation for adoption of trainees. institutionalization of collaborations and partnerships between large-scale industry players to enhance mass housing provision and affordability. Creating standard database in African countries, especially in Nigeria, that can be universally accepted to collate data, identify data gaps, integrate, optimize, and expand knowledge sets to meet current demands. The policy creation, adoption, and financing of sustainable buildings that utilize green approach in construction, which integrates topography into development. To set up an institution such as a National Housing Council to be the focal point for housing research, policy development and implementation, development of suitable housing economic models that fit into local context, and monitoring of the housing sector. Fast-track the passage of foreclosure bill into law to legally resolve default issues in the sector. Also, the review of Land Use Act, Federal Government Housing Loans Board Bill, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria Bill, and the National Housing Fund Bill. Advance the ongoing partnership between Mortgage Banking Association of Nigeria and the Central Bank of Nigeria with regards to the underwriting standards, which can increase housing and mortgage affordability for the masses. To resolve the challenges of affordability mismatch resulting in unsold and unoccupied developed houses, especially in our major cities, there is an urgent need for paradigm shift from market-driven pricing system to end-user-driven pricing to ensure houses are provided for those who need and could afford them.
I'm Debbie Erb. I work for OPIC in the United States, and keep watching the Affordable Housing Development Program.
You're still watching Housing Development if you just joined in. Now, apart from the discussions where recommendations were made, we also spoke to some exhibitors. We'll also hear from Urban Shelter as one of the exhibitors. Let's take a look.
This is actually our second time. We were here last year. Yeah, it was good. It was amazing. It was a very wonderful experience, you know. It was a very good opportunity to meet people, prospective clients, and all of that, yes. It is a good show. It is a show that people actually look forward to. Like most people always look forward to this exhibition. It is a very, very good opportunity for most players in the real estate industry to get to, you know, come together and exhibit, show what they have for people out there. Mostly people that don't really have time to go, you know, round to meet different realtors. Yes, absolutely. So this is a very good opportunity for them to, you know, just come and see everything all at once.
You can see we're a painting company, Selkot Paint. Selkot Paint is a Turkish company, one of the rarest companies in the world. What I mean by this is that if you look at the paint categories, the manufacturers of paint, you only find, rarely you find 4 categories. Now the 4 categories are broken down into this. You have the regular manufacturers, then you have the decorative manufacturers, and then you have the mineral plastering manufacturers, then you have the silk plaster manufacturers, and Selkot covers all of these 4 together, which makes it one of the rarest painting company in the whole world.
MBA Forex and Capital Investment Limited, Abuja branch. We have so many products that we're into. We teach people how to trade Forex. We have an institute, and we also trade for people. So trading for you actually means that you have to invest a total amount of money Then we give 5 to 15% return on investment monthly. And then after 6 months, the capital will be given back to you. Then in our institute, we teach people how to trade Forex for 3 months, starting from the basics, the intermediate, and the advanced level. Then after 3 months, they can trade for themselves. We want to let people know that we can help you get your dream house. We can also help you get your dream car in 3 months. Your dream house, like I had already explained, you just invest 50% of that money into MBA, and then they pay up for you and you own your dream house. And the same thing happens in the car. A brand new car, you invest 50% of that money and then the company pays up, and in 90 days you have your dream car. It is called Ride in 90 Days.
Adam Homes and Company Property Limited, we've been in existence for the past 7 years now, and we've done exceedingly well, thereby making us to have about 25 estates across Lagos State, Ogun State, Ibadan, Abeokuta, Abuja, and the Nasarawa State. Adams Homes and Property, we are offering good services to the public to come to buy. Like for instance, if you're thinking of buying a property of 1 million naira and you know you don't have the 1 million naira, you can, with a little amount of money, you can acquire a property from us and pay with a period of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, just like a mortgage. And we are offering a very good promo price now, 30% discount as a new subscriber if you are buying 2 plots of land in any of our estate. And when you start with an initial deposit of 200,000 naira, you will go on with any of the deep freezer, or you go on with a big grab.
I work for Zobis Cables, Electrical Cables and Wires. I'm the HR manager for Zobis Cables. We heard about the Abuja International Housing Show, and we're actually honored to be here. And so far, we like the experience. We like what we've seen. We like the people coming in. We like how the whole thing has been conducted so far, and we'd like to be here. It's actually our first time coming here, and we've been impressed with the whole organization. We've been impressed with the treatment, the service, everything. And it's given us a platform where we get to showcase our cables and what we do.
Omen Nigeria Limited is a subsidiary of Julius Berger. We'll give you a general glass and window solutions. We've decided to come to this exhibition this year with automated solutions to smart buildings, new technology in the aluminium and glass industry. And also there's a breaking news. We'll be starting our double glazing company in Nigeria, producing double glazing in Nigeria from January 2020. And that will be the first of its kind. It's going to be the same standard as you get anywhere around the world. Thank you.
Our shelter is an home ownership property development company. We try to build homes. We build cities. We've been a leader in the marketing in the property development industry. We've been able to be the leader in terms of development of Abuja. And we are proud to say that we have helped a lot of individuals, corporate bodies to have their own apartment, to have their home in Abuja. We're virtually in every district in Abuja. We have currently ongoing housing estate in Life Camp, which is called the Bellevue Estate, a very fantastic neighborhood that is eco-friendly that you can live in. We have the one that is also going on in Lokogoma. We've done the first phase, the second phase. We are currently on the third phase of it. From Abuja, we have moved to Lagos. Lagos is an exciting market. A lot of investors in Lagos are looking forth for us to come in, and a lot of investors in Abuja have been waiting for an opportunity to have property in Lagos. And currently we're in Lagos. Talk to someone in Urban Shelter. We are very soon we will be in Enugu. Enugu is upcoming. Dawaki is also, I'm so excited about Dawaki in Abuja, because what we have done is that we have gone from contemporary design to postmodern design. Dawaki is our flagship of postmodern design, which will be very exciting. And for anyone that want to invest, please look out for us. Somebody is willing to talk to you and help you make your need. Thank you very much.
My name is Robert Hornsby with American Home Builders of West Africa. Keep watching Housing Development Program.
Now, that's all we could take on the program today. For all you have missed, please subscribe to our YouTube page at Housing TV Africa to get it all. You can also follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter at Housing Program. For those who want to sponsor this program or advertise on it, you can send us a message via the numbers on your screen, or you can send a mail to housingdevelopmentprogram@gmail.com. Till I see you next week, my name is Nomso Thelma. Do have a great day.